Welcome to CEO Money. I'm Michael Yorba. Thanks for joining with us. I have Caris Ajuzie, accountability coach and community host. Learn with Caris. And we're going to talk today about what's going on and about emerging designers and how they can have access to better marketing with Caris. So bring that out. How can people get their wares, get their product, get their passion out to market through you and your network connections?
So, like I said, or have said before, when it comes to starting up a business and just getting stuff out there, a lot of times people fail to plan for the marketing aspect of it. And I think it's because we have social media now, and you can literally go viral in social media and make a killing. The problem with that is not everybody goes viral.
Right, there's got to be a real plan to make it happen.
Exactly. So there has to be some kind of a strategy behind it.
Right.
So there are several different ways that you can start out, and Facebook ads has become one of the biggest ways, or the most cost-effective ways, that you can get your business out in front of your audience or your potential clients, and just have them see what you're doing. So. Right now, you can run an ad for as low as $5 a day, right? But if you have no strategy behind that, then you're also wasting money.
Yep.
So like getting either understanding how Facebook marketing works, or getting somebody who knows that can actually help you start getting in front of the right people at a cost-effective way and converting those sales. So there's a difference between getting people to see your product and actually having them do something. Right. So one of the things that I always try to advise my clients to do is to try to build some kind of a community. Sometimes we start a business and we want to be anonymous, right? We just want to put something out there and nobody should know it's me, and somehow somebody's going to buy it.
And I'm going to get rich.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Problem with that is you're not Coca-Cola, right? Coke can spend all of the money that they want, and you don't have to know who's behind it. They are in your face every single time, and when you go to the store, you just buy it because you send them so much, you buy the product. But as a small business owner, you want to start getting people to know who you are and put some kind of a face behind the brand, right? Yeah, you have to be personable to an extent where when they go on this page, you're like, I like the brand because I like her, or I like him, or I like how he does business. And then people start to know who you are. And then when you start building this community and you start building some kind of a clientele or a group of interested people, right? Then you have a warm audience. And at that point in time, you can then start marketing to that warm audience. And then it's less expensive than getting in front of somebody who has never ever heard about you. And you're like, hey, come buy my product. They're like, well, who are you?
I'm sure you come up with clients who you have to corral and say, whoa, that needs to stay in your personal life. And this is your business message.
You have to know how to separate, what is your business brand and who you are as a your personal life.
Right.
Like there are people who have a business page where you can feel like you know them, but you have absolutely no idea what's happening behind closed doors. And that's what you want to do. You want to share just enough information for people to be drawn to you, but not too much that people are like, okay, I don't care about your cats, right?
Exactly.
Something like that. But knowing how to start forming that relationships with the people in your community, and then forming a relationship with influencers in your community. There will always be people who have some kind of authority over the audience that you're trying to reach. And so knowing who the influencers in your community are will help you do some kind of marketing without even spending on Facebook ads if you wanted to go that route. And so just reaching out to somebody who you think could have an audience that you're trying to reach and forming a relationship. Sometimes you want to just hop in. And sometimes it works, where you say, hey, I like what you do. Do you want to wear my products? And do you want to do whatever? That can work, and you guys work something out. But typically, when I had a boutique, the best influencer relationships that I had were from people who I just genuinely studied them and tried to figure out who they are. And so when I reached out to them, they knew that I'd done my research on them. And so we built some kind of a relationship. And so even when we didn't have any kind of plans and they were going on some kind of events that they thought would help me, they would reach out and say, hey, I'm going to this place and I think that getting your product in front of these people would would be a great idea. Would you like to collaborate with me? So they are now trying to help you make your business because you guys have formed this really good relationship where everybody wants to see everybody win.
So what I'm getting from that is advocacy marketing
Yes.
is really a big thing.
It is, especially because people are buying differently now. TV ads are not really as strong as they were before because nobody watches TV. But everybody has this blogger that they like or this person that they like, and if that person wears a dress and wears it so well, then I want that dress that she's wearing. and that's how it's working now. And people are making tons and tons of money just by getting an influencer and making that person your brand ambassador, where you are sponsoring them whenever they go to events, whenever they're out, they have something of you on them that people want to buy. And that gets you in front of people that you don't have to spend money to reach. Well,
Hook me up.
what you need?
I'll be your brand ambassador. Just bring it to me. All right. So the right way to ask for collaboration with the people that you're working with. There's a right way and a wrong way.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
So a lot of times you can get in this situation where you're just trying to reach as many people as possible. And so you're just spamming people with emails or messages.
Not so good.
Not so good. I think we are a very smart generation of consumers now that we can kind of sniff it out. Like, yeah, you probably send that message to like 20 other people. Do you even know who I am? So it goes back to what I said about having good communication and good relationships. So finding a way to build or finding some kind of similarities with you and the person that you're trying to collaborate with always helps. So right now in the community,
give me a point of when you say collaborate with.
So
let's focus on that.
So like in the community right now, one of the things that we are encouraging is holiday season collaboration. So what we're doing is we're finding brands within the community that complement each other. So for example, a lady who owns a boutique can partner with somebody else who has a purse boutique. And so she has a dress and the other lady has a purse. And then they get a model and the model is dressed in her dress, her purse, and her accessories. And so you have a look together. And so when you guys bond together and make that collaboration, then you have content that all of you can use, and then you are cross advertising to each other's audience. Because when I have the picture of the dress and I post it on my page and I'm saying, well, I got the purse from this lady and I got the shoes from that lady, you are now being introduced to their audience. You know, your brand is now being introduced to their audience and vice versa.
3 networks.
Exactly. So when you do that, you are actually, one, building relationships with the people that you're collaborating, but then you're also getting in front of their audience. So you have to make sure that there is some kind of a win-win situation where if I get in front of you, my audience is interested in what you want and your audience is interested in what I want. So you have to find some middle ground where it makes sense that both of us are collaborating and we can both get something out of this.
Brilliant. All right. Is there anything else you want to bring out today before we go? Any last messages for the audience on that note?
I will say that a lot of times we want to isolate ourselves as business owners because we have this huge idea in our heads and we think nobody else is going to get it. And so we are trying to just get it done by ourselves. But building relationships actually helps you a long way because when you go out there and you network and you meet other people that can either complement your business or understand your struggle, it makes it a little easier to get past some of the stuff that you're trying to go through because then you can say, hey, I know you have experience in XYZ, I'm struggling right now. How can you help me? So having some kind of a good network of a community around you that supports you is always going to help you go further as an entrepreneur because this is a very lonely journey trying to do this by yourself. And sometimes your family does not understand.
They don't.
So getting out there and networking and meeting other people who understand what you're going through will always help you go forward in your business.
Good words. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, you've been watching CEO Money with Michael Yorba. Thanks for joining us. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.